Welcome back to the Road to 237. It is a new week and new block. I'm gonna take a couple weeks, I think fairly easy, maybe just get some strides and some fartlek type workouts or something like that in. But it'll take a couple weeks before I start up the next actual training block, which will be a 5K, 10K speed block, which I'm very excited about, culminating in the Columbus 10K. That should be a fun race. And but take a couple weeks to kind of soak in and enjoy the success of New York and all the fun that was had there. Like I said, great race, great course, highly recommend it. So today was just an easy hour of running. I got about 8 miles in, just kind of help, get the legs buffered from the weekend and ready for some easier miles for the next week or so. Got a very early morning run today. We're gonna hit the road and get back to Columbus, but before sitting in a car for so long, I wanted to get the legs stretched out, so getting some miles in. Should be about 6, I think, 6 miles, and before 6 a.m. So that's kind of fun and poetic. Excited to be back in Columbus, get some good runs in, and progress the road to 237. Right, made it back to Ohio, and easy run today, which was welcomed after a lot of time in the car, and it's surprisingly nice out. Kids are out playing, so that was fun, and made the run back home even that much easier and happier to get into. So 80 miles, about an hour, and kind of keep that plan for the rest of the week. Still kind of recovering from the New York half, and maybe a virtual 5K this weekend, actually, that if I decide to do it, I'll share a little bit more detail tomorrow, but could be kind of fun. Another easy hour this morning, just kind of getting off the road and back into the swing of running, I guess. And back in Columbus too, like I said yesterday, which is exciting, and the weather's cooler here and less humid, so that's been welcome so far. Kind of alluded to this yesterday, and then had lots of kids yelling and excited, so didn't go into details, but I think tomorrow, the plan, at least right now, is to take part in a virtual 5K put on by Chicken Legs. It should be pretty fun. I think I'll probably head to a track. I've never done a track 5K. Kind of dread it because that's a lot of laps, but it might be kind of fun to try something different, and that way I get an uninterrupted 5K. But virtual 5K, 100 people that are running it. They tend to draw a pretty fast crowd, so that could be kind of fun to see who all shows up and where the racers are. But that'll probably consist of nice warm-up, then the 5K itself. Part of the warm-up, strides, opening up the hips, make sure I don't get injured. And then, like I said, the 5K and then a cool down, so maybe 8 or 9 miles in total. So that's the plan right now. We'll see how it goes, and then probably more of another easy week with strides for the next week, and then I'll get into a specific 10K block to get ready for the Columbus 10K. Just wrapped up the Chicken Legs virtual 5K, and it was a cool event. I mean, for being a virtual event and not having people to run with and stuff, but cool, organized, fun idea. So of course, sported lots of Chicken Legs, got donut tights, and the Chalky Cows singlet. I know I've talked about these tights, but ordered a second pair. I love them. They're fantastic. I've done some long runs in them, raced the New York half in them, and now this virtual 5K. Absolutely love them. They're great. Check them out. Virtual 5K, did a couple mile warm up, and got some strides in, lots of hip swings to open up my hips and make sure I don't get injured, because this is the fastest consecutive running I've done this year yet. And then into the virtual 5K, which I did on a track, and this was my first 5K on a track, and not gonna lie, didn't love it, but I don't love being on the track for much more than I have to. But it was very convenient for the virtual 5K where I could run interrupted. And it was fun too, because then the kids came out to cheer me on, and that was cool to see them every lap. All in all, went really, really well. The app had me at 15:52. I think that was a little short though. I had myself around 16:19. Great time, super happy with it. It was enough to pull off the win in the virtual 5K, even if I adjust for distance there, which I'm assuming if it was off on mine, probably off on everybody's, but you don't know. But like I said, that time was fast enough even to win with any of the adjustments too. So super excited about that. Really strong 5K for where I'm at in the year, and I think bodes really well for later on this year, as long as I can stay healthy. And yeah, I think proves that whatever was going on in Florida was really humidity and mental, maybe some sleep, but body's feeling good. So cool down now, and then get some easy miles in tomorrow, because I can already tell my legs are going to be pretty sore. All right, first double-digit run back in Ohio, and went down by the river, which is one of my favorite routes. Yeah, kept it all easy today. Recovery run from yesterday's 5K. Felt pretty good. So should round out about 50 miles on the week for me. And next week, I'm planning on taking it relatively easy again. I'll pick up a little bit more mileage, I think, and bring in a hill workout, but more like fartleks and hills than anything before I get into the speed block here. So yeah, excited to kick off the speed block. Yesterday's 5K was a lot of fun, and showed me that every now and then it is fun to kind of mix things up and go for the shorter, faster stuff versus the marathon training that I've been doing. So looking forward to mixing that up, and yeah, bring you guys along for the ride.